A big hello to fellow teachers. Welcome to the Eduwell podcast, a show created for teachers, by teachers, with teachers. I'm Alex Bush.
And I'm Chelsea Henderson. With over 30 years of combined teaching experience, we're here to help you find balance in your professional and personal lives.
Join us as we dive into a well of information, exploring insights, strategies, and practical tips that you can apply both within and beyond your classroom.
So whether you're new to teaching or a seasoned expert, this podcast is for you. Let's be well
and do well
together.
Welcome back to Eduwell. In this episode, we're discussing our post-report card routine. Congratulations, you have completed those report cards. I bet you're feeling really good. Even though you're done, there are a few more things that you may need to accomplish and think about before you can truly enter the beautiful rejuvenation stage. We've been waiting a long time for this rejuvenation.
We're so close.
So close. Very soon we'll be saying goodbye to disillusionment and so long to survival because it's going to be time to thrive again. So, we're done our report cards. Feeling good about this?
Feeling so good about this. Now we can relax a little bit once we get just a few more things completed.
Well, no one can see our faces, but I can see you look about 15 years younger right now. So it must be
right.
because
you're
done your report cards. So what are some things that we do once we're finished report cards? The first thing that we need to do is to forget about them for 1 or 2 days, let them sit, give your mind a break, and then go back and check them over with a fresh mind. For me, one of the things that I have to do is I have to put them aside specifically because I cannot see my own mistakes. They're fresh in my head. I read them correctly, even though they are incorrect.
Yeah. You have to do this with anything you're proofreading, I find. Whatever it is you're writing, you put it aside for a little bit of time, and then you go back with that fresh mind.
What do you do to proofread your report cards?
I have to print my report cards out. I need to see them on paper. So what I do actually is I will take a red pen and I will cross out every single word that I have written on the report card.
Oh, okay. No, stop. You do not do that.
Yes, I do.
No,
and that's how I find all of my errors.
Okay.
I read it and I cross out every single word.
Oh, okay, stop. I need to say something here. So Chelsea and I just had a pre-conversation and I told her that I put my report cards on speak to me essentially, and I listen to my report cards
and
to make corrections. And
that
she
must
said,
take you forever.
Yeah, she basically made fun of my way of editing. And then she just announced on the podcast that she reads word per word and crosses off every single word.
Okay, so hearing what I said just now, yes, that was hypocritical. My proofreading method takes just as long as yours does.
Thank you. I do appreciate I feel
basically
very validated. Okay, so I mean, what this highlights for listeners is we all have gone to post-secondary school, university, or college. We know how to edit. So the systems that work for you, use them. Make sure you're doing it. It's really embarrassing to send home a report card, have a parent show up at parent-teacher interviews, and show you the errors that you made. And it's happened to me.
It's happened to me.
And it's happened to me more than once.
Right. So you have to have that system in place if you want to prevent those mistakes that we keep talking about.
Agreed. So give us some of these proofreading tips because you seem to have some really unique tips.
That was my tip. And to make things easier, use your tech, right?
Yes.
Use your spell check. Use Grammarly. If you have to use AI for proofreading, do it. Okay, so when I was early in my career, I was at a staff meeting and we were talking about report cards and how they had to be completed. And I put my hand up and I said, I have a great idea. What if we partnered up and one of our colleagues proofreads the report cards for us? Well, the principal, he gave a little smirk and he went, you know what, Chelsea, I think that is a fantastic idea. But the teachers in the room, especially the ones that had been teaching for many years,
experienced,
kind of looked at me like, aw, that's cute. But no, we're not doing that.
That's right. That's right. Ultimately, it is quite a challenge. And we're all up for the challenge. So use whatever tools and tricks of the trade you can to find those mistakes.
Okay, so after you've done your proofreading, be confident with the work that you've done here and be confident with your professional judgment. If you need to make some notes for the parent-teacher conferences coming up, do that just to help you be that much more prepared because we know that preparation is the key to confidence. Now, once that's done, what do we actually get to do?
We get to celebrate, and that is the best part of report card writing.
Finally.
Oh, I've been waiting for that forever.
What do you do to celebrate?
What do I do to celebrate? Not easy to answer, but I think one of the first things that I do is I get on my phone, and all the people that I have iced out deliberately, I reach out. And I reach out light, like, basically I've reemerged, and I have no expectation that they will necessarily respond or say yes to the possibility of a hangout. But I kind of just let people know that I'm back in the game of life. And I do that with my family, and I do that with friends. And I make the effort to kind of fill my calendar again with those activities that feed my life and that, just bring me joy.
Exactly. Do the things that bring you joy. Or one thing I do is nothing. After those report cards are done, I like to just relax.
All right, I'm going to give a little bit of insight. Over the years, I will say that writing report cards became easier and easier because I knew what to expect. I knew that I would have to remove myself from the people around me for a chunk of time. I knew that I wouldn't have the same time to do things that fed my soul for a big chunk of time. And you almost kind of plan your life around it, almost like a season of teaching, a mini season in teaching. So for those of you who are just writing report cards for the first time, think about that it does get better. It does get easier.
Yes, knowing what to expect helps you to plan that chunk of time, maybe those 3 or 4 weeks that you're working on this, with more intention so that you can continue to schedule in those things you enjoy and so that you can really go hard on them when you're done.
Yeah. If I put myself back into the years where I was first writing report cards, it was just this whole mystery piece and I didn't know what to expect. And so I would imagine now looking back that was a really hard time for me. So if you're new at it, it gets better. It gets easier. The words come quicker. The systems get better. Hopefully, you have a good report card system.
If you don't, you could use our tips. So let's review our takeaways, shall we?
Let's forget report cards and put them down for a day or two.
Find the best ways for you when it comes to proofreading those report cards.
Make notes to prepare for conferences.
And celebrate. You deserve it. And maybe apologize to the people you live with for snapping at them during this process. It's not their fault.
This is so true. And please, if you can take a few seconds to give us a review on whichever platform you listen to, we would really appreciate it. This would help us to share information with our fellow teachers out there who are on the same journey of finding balance in their personal and professional lives. Teachers, enjoy your week. You are entering rejuvenation. Until next time, be well
and do well.